Hi, fellow traders, what's happening? Well, as promised, I'm going to share with you the new changes that I'm making with the swing trade program today. And if you've been in the community for the last several years, you know swing trading has kind of been an afterthought for me. We would have the sessions every Sunday. I had the classes and we talk about it every now and then, but it hasn't really been a significant part. And a couple months ago, as people were off work and they looked to get into trading, we had a little bit more members come in and want to learn, and then they started going back to work and they wanted to learn more about swing trading and how the swing trading could benefit them in the work. And I started thinking, hey, how did I just kind of put swing trading to the side? Because when I was working, it was a big part of what got me over the hump. I still day traded, but I didn't have the pressure on me to to grow because I had this goal of getting out of my job and doing this full time. And I know sometimes you have to be patient, but sometimes, it gets the best of you. But swing trading really took that pressure off. And as we all know, a couple of good trades every quarter can really enhance your account. And that's basically what it was. And I learned the three simple strategies that I teach. I learned those, and then I added, the earnings into it. I learned some more fundamental swing trades, setups, but the core strategies that I teach, that's what I used. And so I felt, hey, let me restructure my time so that I can address this because more people honestly are really interested in learning how to swing trade alongside day trading because that's kind of what I do. And that's two, even though we're trading, that's two different sources of income. Or there's a lot of guys that's gone back to work and, they want to be able to swing trade. They want to be in the market and not have to watch it all day. So I'm going to share those with you here and then kind of go over and recap the swings that we're in now and go from there. But first, let's talk about the market today. It was really crazy day, and oftentimes when the market gaps down, there's no more value to the downside because a lot of these stocks, when they gap down with the market, they typically gap their ATR. They move their whole ATR pre-market, and the ATR is important in this case because there's no catalyst. If it was on earnings, if you had a catalyst, that will drive a stock, that will increase the volatility, and then the ATR really doesn't matter. It's not a factor then. But if there's no catalyst and the stock is just moving with the market, you have to respect the ATR. So a lot of these stocks had got down and they needed to bounce before we could look at, a decent short. And that's what happened in the morning. The market bounced. But it really didn't give a whole lot of opportunities. Now, DraftKings, that was a good one that popped up. And the only earnings trade that I had on watch that I dismissed because of the price action at the open made really good moves. MLHR that was on our watch, that was the only earning stock on our watch, made a really, really good move. And DraftKings, DKNG, really good secondary move. Um, but I missed, like I said, the MLHR didn't mess with because the price action kind of scared me out. DraftKings, I just flat missed because the only day trade I took was a trade that I shouldn't have taken, but my charts were off. And thanks to you guys in chat, I was able to get that fixed. But it was pretty much a non-event day for me, other than that one trade on day trading. But you could see, I wasn't supposed to go into day trading, but you can see where the market opened on a gap down. It opened on the 50. It opened right on the 50, and we built off that all day. We did get a little pullback, going in um, what between 2 and 3, and then it recovered going into the close. So, um, really nice day in the market. The bulls did a pretty good job. But you can see the 5 minute. You can see where we opened on the 50. We pulled back and tested it around midday. Tried to bounce a little bit, rejected on the 100, pulled back, held the daily 50 again. Gave a little indication that it was gonna lose it. This is the fake out that we fall for sometimes, where we make a lower low or we take out the 50 and then the next candle trades lower. That's a good bait. We typically buy in there, and here we did it again. So there was some fake outs, and was such a significant level. You almost had to wait for the retest on this and not take the initial break. But you can see the market recovered, and we're still up around 335. We're still below the 5-day and the 20-day. We're still a good ways from taking that out. But the fact that it held a 50 today, that's a pretty good sign. And it's a pretty good sign for our swing trades. For swing trades, I said before, we look for phases in the market. And when we start to see the market bounce and start to move out of its and starts to try to move out of this channel, our swing trades tend to do better. So we're going to look for this to push the 50-day and try to get out of not the 20-day and try to get out of this channel. And for next week, that ought to set us up pretty good. Because I don't typically, rarely will take a swing trade on Friday. I love to be in all cash going into the weekend, but this week did not provide that. And unless we get a big run tomorrow, um, I'm probably going to be in at least one position over the weekend. All right, so what we're looking for tomorrow, I'm looking for it to really want to see a gap up tomorrow and base off of this 20 and start making a run out of this channel. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so our swing trades. What am I changing? Well, what's going to stay the same is we're going to continue to have our weekly market analysis and swing trade watch list session on Sunday mornings. We're going to continue to do that. Have our live sessions on Sunday morning. I'm going to continue to email where I give you a synopsis of the market analysis that we talk about on Sunday morning. Continue, the email is going to have the annotated charts of my watch list. They're going to be separated by the strategy, and that's going to continue. I'm going to start scanning every night, so you will have daily swing watches through earnings. I'm going to be looking at earnings every night, and I'm going to be looking at all of the strategies. And if they are watches, if there's anything worth watching, anything we need to be paying attention to, I will send those emails out. So I'm taking some of the time that I was devoting to the day trading. I'm going to be giving it to the swing trading to make sure I get these scans done. and get the emails out to you. We're going to talk about them in the pregame session in the morning after we build the day trading watch list. You know, between 9 and 9:30 is when we talk about the swings. We'll have a more defined process for talking about the swing. You're already going to have the emails. I'm also going to do a private Twitter feed specifically for sending out swing, entries and exits and things. It's not going to be an alert service. It's not a real-time alert service because my focus is trading. So I'm going to make sure that I'm in the trade and I have everything set before I start posting stuff. All right, people that don't trade for real, they're not really in the trade, so they can do it immediately. And I can't do that. That's not how I roll. So part of the reason I send the emails out and we do the morning session is so you know exactly what I'm looking for to enter these trades. And exactly what stock I'm looking for, which one I'm looking to enter, what's going to trigger an entry, and you'll know ahead of time. So when you get my email or you get the tweet, you're either going to already be in or you're going to be preparing to get in. Because one thing about swing trades, they don't run away like that. It's not like a day trade where if there's a 30-second delay, you can miss your entry. Swing trades are not like that. I mean, even if you miss your entry, there's always an opportunity to get in later in the day. That's it's just the name of the game. So that's the beautiful thing about swing trades. It it doesn't have to be there immediately for you to look and get in on the action if that's what you want to do. I mean, you'll still have time to look at it for yourself and vet it, and then maybe catch a second entry on it. It's always that opportunity. But the Twitter feed is going to be specifically for the swing trade announcements. Any pertinent news that comes up on a stock that we have that we're trading or that may be on our watch list or whatever, that's where all of that's going to come from. Now I can't do um, text messages. I'm not going to even get into all of that, but I think this will work pretty good. Number one, if you're not in the room, which most swing traders aren't going to be, this will be a way for you to get um, everything. I don't have to email anything. I can just tweet it out. The education that we have, pretty much the same thing. You get access to everything. There's no new swing offering or anything. This is all going to be a part of the membership. And everybody that joins, whether you join specifically for swing trades or specifically for day trades, you get access to everything. So if down the road you want to look at it, you don't have to pay any more money. You get access to it. So everything, the swing classes, the roadmap to success classes, the trading psychology classes, um, personal instruction. I'm live there every day. I'm live on Sundays to answer specific swing questions. Um, and depending on what membership level you have access to one-on-one mentoring. So all of that's there and available for you. So you can see a lot of things are the same. I'm adding a couple things. I'm making it more focused and more consistent for all you guys that want to get into that. All right, so the strategies that I trade, these are simple. Oversold hook. The 20 moving average crossover, 52-week high, and then I have a pre and post earnings swing strategy. And there are classes on all of that. And like I say, I'm there live every day. On Sundays, we have a more specific swing session that we can talk about any of the strategies, the setups, the triggers, whatever. That's what those days are for. And it's also recorded if you miss it. So that's right there on the website as well. But four simple strategies that you will learn, and it is very, very mechanical. It's very mechanical. They're not difficult at all. There's a go no go entry trigger, and the stops. There's a conservative stop, and then there's the aggressive stop, and you'll know how to identify either one very quickly, and the logical profit targets. So all of that, I mean, it's really there's execution again is going to be the key. All right. So, but if any of you guys have any questions, make sure you shoot me an email, ed@averagejoetrader.com, and I'll be glad to answer it for you. All right. So let's look at the trades. Z, you can see where we got in. We hit our first target at 95. Here's the gap down today, but look at the recovery. So we didn't make a new high. We didn't close above 95 again, but that's not a bad candle. That's not a bad candle. So, and with the market holding the 50, I think we're in business. We may see 100 this week. I mean tomorrow. There's a strong possibility we could see 100 tomorrow. Just depends on whether the bulls show up. NXPI, this one struggled a little bit today. I don't think this isn't um, today's candle. This is yesterday's candle. I don't think this chart updated. But here is where we took profit yesterday. Like here's the entry. Our first target was 130. Today it did pull back a little bit. Let me see if I can get I'll get the FinViz chart up here. And we'll look at NXPI. All right, here we go. NXPI. So you can see NXPI. We did. Now, when I woke up this morning, I was underwater. So we took profit yesterday. Typically, our stop is at break even. And I told you guys this morning that I'm going to try to hold it and see if we can get back to break even. But this thing was strong. The market bounced. It was strong. Had a really nice recovery. See, we almost closed at around 128. I'm in at 125.50. So we're gonna see if this thing is gonna continue to push, get back over 130. My next target is this resistance right here. This daily resistance right up here. This is my next target. I doubt if it'll get there tomorrow based on how this trades. So this is the one I think that if I have only one I'm holding, it's probably going to be this one. I don't think this one's going to get there. Nike, I took off yesterday. Hold on, let me get this. NKE, I took off yesterday, and this, it when it failed, when it made the 52-week high, when it failed, that's a done deal. Um, there's no way I was going to I was going to try and hold this thing because it didn't have the push or the drive that I thought it would have. I thought once we broke 120, we were going to make a strong move to 150, like I was saying, and I mean 125, and then run strong into earnings. All right, but it's giving it up, and I think it pulled back all the way today. I think it pulled back even more. So not really, um, didn't really have any any faith in this at all. Not at all. So we took that off. Only, $105.64 loss. So, nothing to cry about. So that's where we are with our swings this week. The last 2 weeks have been slow because of the market. No, it's been because oops, I wasn't supposed to do that. It was supposed to go directly to this, but it didn't. Um, all because of this channel. Once this channel breaks, we'll be good to go. If it breaks to the downside, then hey, day trading, we're going to be on fire. If it breaks to the long side, we're going to have some good swing opportunities, especially in the tech stocks that's taking the hit. I know Apple's down now. I'm going to be all over it if the market recovers and tech picks up. Um, it just these last couple this day, I think somebody called out 108.50 today. I saw that this morning when I was doing my research and vetting stocks. But there's a level at 109.11 that held. So Apple may be in play tomorrow to the long side if the market kicks off. I'd be ready for that. So keep your eye on that. Um, but I'm gonna look for that for swing trading next week if the market holds up. That's the only reason I mentioned Apple. But um, that's gonna do it, guys. Again, if you have any questions, just shoot me an email, ed@averagejoetrader.com, and I will catch you tomorrow.